Homedawgs, my name is Gokey Gamer, and welcome everybody to week 5 of the IBA, where we're going to be versing one of the many talented coaches here, but one that I've known for a very long time, West, and the Motostoke Moltres. Very nervous for this fight, because not only does he have a great team, he has yet to lose a single battle. So, I'm kind of fighting an uphill one here. So I'm really nervous about it, but I think we will be able to make it work. I'm excited to fight this man. Hopefully it ends up working out for us. So, just as a reminder for what we've got on our team, we have got Celesteela, Kyurem, Thunderous Incarnate, Sylveon, Incineroar, Slowking, Xurkitree, Hitmonlee, Palisand, Skuntank, and Shuckle. Now I will say, I have made a trade. I traded off Xurkitree for another certain Pokemon you will see next week. I did not hit the deadline. Maybe it was on purpose, maybe it wasn't. I did not hit the deadline though before this week, so it's going to be changed next week for week 6. So we will see the new Pokemon that we traded off for Xurkitree next week. So just keep that in mind. Now, on my opponent's side, we have got Tapu Lele, Galarian Moltres, Dragonite, Blacephalon, Regieleki, Metagross, Crobat, Vaporeon, Sceptile, Sandslash, and Carbink. A very, 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 very scary team that I do not like. So, let's talk about it. Overall, not very many type similarities besides his flying types and, yeah, besides the flying types, and that's pretty much it. The psychic types with Tapu Lele and Metagross, but even then, it still benefits that a lot because it gives him another Pokemon with psychic terrain. His team is no longer weak to priority moves, which is great for Blacephalon and Regieleki specifically because of Tapu Lele. It makes great synergy. Dragonite in general with his ability also would come in clutch. It also benefits a lot from no priority. Crobat obviously not being the most defensive, but still can be defensive. Also can handle priority a lot. Sceptile with Unburden doesn't like priority. Same with Sandslash, and yeah. So overall, his team works really, really well together. Hence why he has yet to lose a single battle. His kill leader is currently Blacephalon, it's currently Metagross actually with a 9 and oh my gosh, 9 and 2. That is scary. He has yet to bring Sceptile, Sandslash, and Carbink. Those are the only 3 he has not brought yet, which is a lot considering it's week 4 or week 5. His next up is Blacephalon with a 6 and 0. Next up is Dragonite with the 4 and 1. Next up is Moltres with the 2 and 0, or the 2 and 2. Sorry. Then the rest of them, you know, kind of do their own thing. So, in terms of what I think he's going to be bringing and why I think he's going to be bringing it, I think Moltres is definitely coming 1000% because Berserk is really overpowered, and also, frick me. Dragonite is 1,000,000% coming in my opinion because Multiscale combined with Dragon Dance claims lives. Blacephalon I think is 100% coming because he needs something to handle Celesteela. That's also why I think he might bring Regieleki. I could see Regieleki not coming, but I think it's too good for him not to bring. The reason I see him not bringing it is because I have the Palisand, which I know he's going to be expecting. I think he's also going to bring Metagross because Metagross has a very, very good matchup here in this fight. I think Crobat has a very good chance of coming, not only because he's brought it every single time, but also because it can be a very good defensive threat. It also can hit the Celesteela with Heat Wave, and then Tapu Lele might come. I could also see it not coming. If it does come, great. If it doesn't, I'm also great with that as well. Sceptile I don't think is coming, because I don't think it does anything. Vaporeon I could see, but I have answers for it, so I don't know if he'd bring it this week. Carbink, no. Sandslash, maybe. Sandslash could be a bring, but at the same time, probably not. So yeah, next up, let's look at the rankings right now. So after last week's brutal loss to Monk kind of replaced us here. We literally pretty much switched places here. Literally. Because I think the Houston Astros were at like -7 and now they're at -2. And we were at -3, now we're at -9. It sucks, but it is what it is. So first place is the Atlanta Victini, second place is Motostoke Moltres, which is West, we're fighting. Next up is the Chicago Dragapults. All 3 of them have not lost a fight yet, so we're hoping to change that this week. Next up is the Montreal Giga Impacts. Next up is the Halifax Hitmonchans. Next up is Lansing Leafeons. Next up is the Dutch Pyroars. Next up is the BOUFFALANT Sabres. Next up is the Houston Hackstress. Next up is the Hawaiian Como-Os. Next up is ya boy. Next up is the Atlanta BRAVIARIES. Next up is the Dutch Depiders, and last is the Dashing Dittos. This next fight is going to be very crucial for me. This fight and then the next week's fight versus Scythe. Both of those fights are going to be very crucial for me because that could affect a lot in terms of differential. Particularly with Scythe, I need to win versus Scythe, so that way I can get, that will pretty much boost me up to a spot, and that'll kick Scythe off. Pretty much what it comes down to is, if worst case scenario, we both lose, then whoever wins next week has a chance, the other person does not. That's kind of what it comes down to at this point. Hopefully, though, we're going to win. I have very high faith in my team. Believe it or not, this is actually the best team, in my opinion, that I have built this whole season. So I think I stand a very, very good chance. So let's go ahead, without any further ado, jump into the team review! What? And we are back! I apologize for my voice a little bit. My voice is not that warm. But anyways, that's not important. What is important is the team that we have got right here. So first up, on the team, we have got the star of this battle, most likely being Iron Angel, the Celesteela. With the weakness policy, Ironhead, Autotomize, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. I'm finally bringing Autotomize Celesteela. I know people are going to be yelling at that in the comments. Finally! So, that's a joke, love you guys. 100 in HP, 252 in attack with an adamant nature, and 156 in speed. This thing is meant to claim lives. It outspeeds everything except the Regieleki and anything Scarfed. So that's important to note. It even outspeeds max speed Crobat, which is his fastest Pokemon besides Regieleki. Once Regieleki is gone, this thing, and we know that Blacephalon is not Scarfed, this thing just claims lives. Hits everything super effectively on the team. Hits Tapu Lele with Ironhead, Moltres with Stone Edge, Dragonite with Stone Edge, Blacephalon with Earthquake, Regieleki with Earthquake, Metagross with Earthquake, Crobat with Stone Edge, Vaporeon, we don't talk about, Sceptile, we don't talk about, but it can't hit me in return, Sand Slash, doesn't hit me at all, and Carbink with Ironhead. So everything that doesn't hit, that I can't hit super effectively, is hard-walled by Celesteela, basically. And again, he actually does not have a lot of answers for Celesteela. Tapu Lele can't do anything, Moltres can't do anything, Dragonite can do something with Thunder Punch or something like that. Same with Blacephalon, Regieleki, obviously. Metagross does get Thunder Punch, and Crobat does get Heat Wave, but I can live a hit from those things and just, you know, start claiming lives. So it'll be really easy for me to set up versus his team, in return in case he tries to set up versus me, because that's what he loves to do. He loves his setup. Next up on the team, though, we have got Ribbons, the Sylveon, our special tank, as always. But this one is very critical for this fight. Holding the leftovers, as always, with the ability Pixelate, Hyper Voice, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, and Wish is the moveset. Max HP, Max Speed with a Bold Nature. This thing is meant to take hits. This thing is meant to switch in on Blacephalon. This thing is meant to switch in on that. This thing, with the combined Fairy and Ghost, hits a lot of things on his team super, super hard, which I like. Combine that with Calm Mind, that means he won't be able to... And my camera stopped working. Hold on a second. What? Sorry about that. I just saw my cameras didn't work and it was weird. But yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's so annoying. But, anyways, Combined Fairy and Ghost hits a lot of things on his team really, really hard. Tapu Lele doesn't want a Shadow Ball. Moltres doesn't want a Hyper Voice. Same with Dragonite. Blacephalon doesn't want a Shadow Ball. Regieleki can't take a hit to save his life anyways. Metagross doesn't want a Shadow Ball. Crobat hardballs this thing, but that's fine. Vaporeon, Sceptile, blah, 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 blah. The rest doesn't matter. So yeah, this thing is meant to be a special tank. It gets Wish. Obviously, I would have put Moonlight on it if it got Moonlight, but unfortunately it doesn't, so I would have to stick with Wish. Unfortunately, but yeah, that is this set. So, there you go. Next up on the team, we have got the Regieleki switch in every single time, unless I want to do a prediction, which you'll see in a second, after this Pokemon. Next up is Gara the Palisand. Gara the Palisand is only being brought just so that way I can wall Regieleki. Once Regieleki goes down, then, it can be sacked off, which is why I'm running the moveset that I am. Being Earth Power, Shadow Ball, Toxic, and Curse. Palisand is very easy to set up on, and I don't want him to set up on me. So, I'm running Toxic and Curse, so that way I can Toxic Stall and Curse Stall things, so that way they can't start claiming lives. That is the main purpose of this set. And again, the reason it walls Regieleki is because Regieleki cannot touch Pokemon that are Ghost and Ground. It does get Assurance, and it does get Ancient Power, but that's not going to do diddly squat to Palisand. So, max HP, max Speed with a Calm Nature, boosting my special defense. Earth Power, Shadow Ball, Stab, hits things super hard. Toxic is there, so that way, like I just said, things don't get, things don't set up sweet. And then Curse is there, so that way I can Curse up on something and stuff like that. Also, Curse is a very, very easy move to pick if I'm up against Regieleki, because he's going to want to switch out on the Regieleki, into something else. So if I just Curse up, that guarantees I don't take a hit, which is great. And yeah, that is the main purpose of the set. Once the Regieleki goes down, this thing goes down, and I have ways to get it down. So there you go. Next up on the team, though, also something really good about his team is that he does not have Toxic immunity besides Metagross and Crobat. which Curse can take care of those as well. So, yeah. Next up on the team, though, is Thunderous, Will Smith the Thunderous, which I'm bringing you a very interesting set this week. Heavy-duty boots with the Prankster ability, just in case he brings rocks. I don't think he will, but just in case. Knock off Thunder Punch, Taunt, and Bulk Up. I apologize, this pops up every now and then. Excuse me. Bulk Up is really, really nice versus his team. Combined with the special defensive bulk that I put into it, it can take a hit and then deal a lot of damage back. Again, like I can 1v1 Moltres, Thunder Punch will almost always OHKO, which is great. Knockoff is there to get rid of items because he does like running weakness policy on a lot of things, and I don't like that. So, Taunt is there so that way he can't set up, which is something he really likes to do, and then Bulk Up, like I just said. The speed is there to outspeed, his second fastest, his Blacephalon. His outspeed is a Blacephalon. Knockoff, for example, OHKO's Blacephalon, which is great. It also will do a lot of damage versus the Regieleki, so it's great. You know, yeah, there you go. This will most likely be my lead, because that'll prevent him immediately from setting up with something, which I think he could do. I think if he leads Regieleki, he's going to try to set up screens, or he's going to hard swap. So Taunt is always the safe option there. If he goes for an attack, good on you. Yeah, that is my Will Smith set. Next up on the team, my camera went off again. I legitimately don't know why it does that. It's so annoying, and I hate it. Can you come on, please? It's not even going to come on, is it? It's not even going to come on. Camera, why? There we go. Okay. I'm going to have to make a blop there. But anyways, what? That's annoying. So, anyways, yeah, next Pokemon on the team, we have got Stunts, the Skuntank, making their return. We love to see it. Holding the Choice Scarf this week, Poison Jab, Play Rough, Defog, and Foul Play. I would have normally run Sucker Punch on this set, but because of Tapu Lele, I'm not. This is my Tapu Lele answer. I can Poison Jab and two-shot it. I can also hit the Dragonite. If I can double Foul Play on it, that would be great, because Multiscale ain't gonna work. Defog is there just in case he does bring hazards. I can use that against him, and just use Defog. Max attack, 228 speed with enough speed to outspeed Scarf +1 Dragonite. 28 in speed, special defense as well, just to take hits on the special slide a little bit better. And yeah, that is this Skuntank set. Pretty simple. Stench also allows me to get a 10% flinch chance, which is always great. So yeah. Next up and last up on the team, I originally had Hitmonlee on this team as like with a rapid spin set and something like that to outspeed Regieleki with the Unburdening normal gem boost, but I realized while team prepping with Monk, it did not do anything. I was not able to get a safe rapid spin off versus his team. So, I instead decided to switch it off for Husk, and I'm very glad I did. This is another Scarf user in terms of Husk, which also outspeeds +1 Dragapult, or not Dragapult, Dragonite. Ice Beam, Earth Power, Flash Cannon, Freeze Dry is the moveset, max attack, 148 in speed and 108 in HP. This thing obviously is not meant to outspeed everything, but it's meant to outspeed a lot of his mons, like the Blacephalon, as long as it's not Scarf, blah blah blah, you guys get it. Yeah, Husk is here. Ice Beam, Earth Power, Flash Cannon to retry. Ice Beam for Stab Ice, Earth Power to take care of the Blacephalon, Regieleki, Metagross, etc. Flash Cannon to take care of the Tapu Lele mainly, and then Freeze Dry is there just in case I predict a Vaporeon switch if he brings Vaporeon. So, yeah. That overall is the team though, so I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up here because I've got to get ready for dance and I'm hungry. So, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for watching this video. You gotta love the voice crack. My voice is not warm. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, the Battle with West will be going up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. My camera froze again. You frick it. We're just going to look at my face in this weird position. My gosh, I don't know why it does this. It's done it like 3 times this whole recording. Why? I don't understand. It's so weird. It's so weird. Anyways, blop! Blop! I did not want to finish the video, it's just the paused face. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here before it freezes up again and say thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to check out my opponent. IBA battle will be going up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, as well as the RCF battle will be going up on Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, and Cage Lock will be going up on Monday. Cage Lock episode 14. Be sure to check it out. Got a lot of exciting content going to start coming up soon, especially after this next week. My gosh, freak it. I'm just leaving it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you dudes in the next video. Peace out, mates!